Yo, July 21. Let's see what we got. Hey, 8 new listings here. This is awesome. Inventory's finally starting to come back and catch up. Okay, over on Quintero Court over in Pebble, 4 bed, 5 bath, 4,600 square foot. Really, it's a beautiful home. Listed at 4 million. Everything about it's well put together. It's a great location. Doesn't really have the ocean views and everything, but I really like Quintero. Really like the location over here. It's quick, easy access to the lodge. Everything's kind of right there, and it's not too far into Pebble. I really like this one. Okay, Judson Street over in Seaside, 3-1. This is at 499. Smoking deal. I just don't care what it is, what's going on with it. Don't even need to see the inside. 499. Smoking deal. This thing's gonna fly off the shelf, guaranteed. Okay, this one's something I big time paying attention to right now. Blacktail Lane over in Deer Flats. You've heard me bring this up before. Deer Flats is a really cool community. It's kind of on the outskirts of Monterey. It has, sidewalks. You just don't get that. It's a bunch of cul-de-sacs and sidewalks. Really nice homes, typically built in the mid-'80s. Okay, so we're listed at about 1.2. It's on the high side for this neighborhood, but there's been some trades in there that have been pretty high lately. 4 bed, 3 bath, about 2,400 square foot. Uh, yeah, this is really. I actually lived in a similar model to that at one time. So Sylvan Road over in Monterey. This is right over by Old Del Monte Golf Course, over behind the Hyatt. Similar and close to that Deer Flats neighborhood. 2,300 square foot. This is at 1.8. I wonder if this one backs up to the golf course. Yeah, it's really pretty. It's well pointed. Can we tell if it backs up to the golf course? I bet it does. It's what it's looking like. Having backed up to the golf course, it does have a little bit of value. You do get a little bit of extra space and room. It's a nice property, and it's really pretty, and you get the open views and stuff. So I think there's going to be a little bit of attention there. 1.8 is a lot to pay, though, for this, generally in Monterey, just generally speaking. Okay, 2,500 square foot over on Camino del Monte. This was brand new listing, listed at a little bit under 2.2. It appears to be a little bit dated. That being said, it's got a nice location. It's a larger home for sure, and it's on a decent sized lot as well, over a quarter of an acre and well over a quarter of an acre. I think this is an interesting property. I definitely think it's an interesting property. It's something to keep my eye on. All right, Lazaro Drive over by Rio Road. This is up, kind of propped up above Rio, down the Hatton Fields, down kind of by the Carmel Point, kind of by the Mission. 4 bed, 5 bath, 3,400 square foot. It's huge for Carmel, and it's 2.4. Hey, this is a pretty good deal for bang for your buck. And you get them down in this neighborhood, down off Rio, down off Atherton. You really get a lot of square footage for the price point. 706 price per square foot over in the Carmel River School District. It's just really good. I mean, you're getting a whole lot of house here. Not to mention that it's almost an acre, or basically 3/4 of an acre. This Lazzaro Drive property is pretty sweet, especially it appears to be a kind of a flat acre. I like it. All right, Harding Street listed at a little under 690, getting real creative on that price point. This is a really interesting way of writing 690. Okay, 3 bed, 2 bath, 1,000 square foot. Yeah, I mean it'll trade. It's obviously pretty. It's well appointed. They redid it. It's just going to be on the higher side of typically what Seaside will support for that price per square foot, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, somebody might go pull a trigger on it just because it's nice and new. And then Via Monte over in Carmel. This is up, opposite side of the highway. So instead of going down the hill on Carpenter, you're going to turn up the hill on Carpenter. You're going to take your first left, and it starts to get a little woodsy up there. It's almost like Jack's Peak. Really cool properties. 4 bed, 5 bath, 4,000 square foot. Here's the catch though. Even though it's in Carmel, Monterey School District. So that's just one thing to consider. It is a little bit of hamper to some people who are shopping for families. So this is listed at 2.2. You get a whole lot of house for that. And that seems to kind of be a general statement for the day. Some big properties listing where you get some pretty good bang for your buck in terms of value, in terms of house. And obviously you do get the views here. So another cool one. Okay, so we have uh, 8 new listings, 5 price reductions. Over on Highway 1, this one was at 2.6, now down to about 2.4, 4 bed, 3 bath, 3,000 square foot on the water. You're kind of isolated, but obviously if you're going to live out on Highway 1 on the way to Big Sur, that's what you're trying for. You want to be isolated. You want to be by the water. You want your time to think and space to yourself, and you want beautiful views. And that's exactly what this offers. Teresa Court. I think this is over in Pasadena. Beautiful looking home. 5 bed, 5 bath, 5,100 square foot. Uh, and this thing is absolutely beautiful. I love it. Listed at 3.1. Pasadena is just such a cool development. I've always loved it. But hey, if you're gonna go look at this one, you should go look at my determined listing right next door for 2.3. What? Did I say that? Okay. Um, 845 wave. Okay, this is my listing. We just did a price reduction. Honestly, this is a really, really cool property. It's a 4 bed house, right? 4 bed, 3 bath house. Wait, but then there's a bonus loft studio, freestanding studio over there with great ocean views. Oh, wait, and there's a bonus commercial space downstairs. I mean, perfect for somebody that wants a vacation house and subsidized mortgage. Perfect for somebody who wants to work downstairs or work upstairs, live downstairs, or vice versa. Just so many cool potential here. And like, look, it's it's in the aquarium. It's built right there. You're right by the water, the bike path. This thing offers so much in terms of lifestyle that I think it's a really sweet property. And this price reduction, I mean, it's starting to get into territory where it's like, hey, can you really ignore this? This is a sweet home. Okay. Monteverde was originally listed at 4.2, now under 4, 3 bed, 2 bath, 2,200 square foot. I mean, walkable to town, walkable to the beach, near the Carmel Point. This is a really kind of awesome property. So that is not probably going to last long in this market. Contingent, only 3 today. 735 Mermaid. I went and checked this one out. They had, I want to say, 4 offers. It was a competitive little bidding war. My buyer wasn't ready to pull the trigger on it just yet, but we were kind of late to the party. Listed at 1.2. It was pretty neat. There's a 2-2 upstairs and then 2 1 1s down below. And it was a cool little rental property. And if you can live in one, rent out the others. If you're familiar with Mermaid, in the street of Mermaid, it's kind of a one-way lane with houses on the left side and the back of the houses to the right, but you're only one row off the water. So you're kind of front row. Think Ocean View Boulevard, it's backyard. That's kind of what it is. All right. And then over on 17th Street over in Pacific Grove. This one finally went contingent. They just kept dropping and dropping and dropping that price. I know it says it was just listed in February, but I think it was listed before that too. 2 bed, 1 bath. I mean, it was a good looking remodel, and they finally worked their way down. And then over on Lower Trail, can't tell you much about the house because it's not closely highlighted. But oh, I know this home. This one I've toured before, brought a client through. Absolutely beautiful, breathtaking ocean views. Like you could see the entire thing. And unfortunately, this drone footage doesn't even tell you how awesome that view out the window is. And this foggy day doesn't really highlight how beautiful it is because you could see the entire bay from this house. It's pretty sweet. Okay. Those were contingent. Let's see, change to sold. Camino Real, 6 northeast of 4th. It was a 1,200 square foot. It was originally listed at 1.9. I mean, we're talking killer location for sure. But originally listed 1.9 and it was trading for 195. And this guy was a little bit dated. This is straight up a location purchase. And man, is that location sweet. But okay, northeast corner of Lincoln and Ninth was listed at 1.8, traded for 1,725, 1,300 square foot. It's been on the market for quite some time. It was originally listed over in January. So it kind of sat, but they still got a pretty good price point for it. By ocean, I mean, you're right in downtown corridor and easy walkable to the beach as well. 1243 Buena Vista. Was originally listed at 795, traded for 785. It was a 1,000 square foot. It was listed in late May, so it didn't sit that long. I mean, in fact, it could have just had a long escrow period. I got to tell you, PG $7 million market. This is one of the things I'm really banking on. PG, you're under $1 million, it's gonna sell fast. Period. End of story. Kind of say like saying Pebble Beach under 1.2 million. It's gonna fly off the shelf. All right, so that is the morning report. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you want to see anything on these properties. Let me know if you want to list your property. I'm out. I'm around. This is what I do for a living, guys. Give me a call. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon.